So let's just get right to it. There's a huge dilemma with dating in 2023. I've been in Houston, Texas for the past 4 months, dating, meeting, and talking to new women. And I just realized that nowadays as a man, you have to do 10 times more than your previous ancestors to get a girl who's 10 times more savage than the past. And when I mean savage, I don't just mean that they're sleeping around. I just mean that she has so many options from these dudes that are tricking, simping, and just doing dumb shit that she can cut you off at a blink of an eye. So if you're not self-improving and you're not really learning the game and learning yourself as a man, you're absolutely fucked in this game. And so what I'm gonna do in this video today is break down the most common problems you're gonna have dating as a man, and then some really good solutions that you guys can implement so that way you guys can avoid this altogether. So the first major problem that guys will run across when dating is they get caught up on one girl or they get caught up on the wrong girl. And this usually stems from guys having this Disney way of thinking, this Romeo and Juliet way of thinking. And when you think like that, them Disney ass movies will turn into horror movies real quick. These girls right now have so many different things going on that it's almost gonna drive you crazy if you just get caught up on one girl, because there's so many things going on. Because nowadays with the dating game, it's become more volume based than it has been effective based. And what I mean by that is this: you could go out tonight and meet one single girl, right? You may make her laugh, smile, really fuck with you for like 20 minutes straight, bag her phone number up, give her a hug, and then the next day tomorrow you won't even hear from her ever again. And that's just because there's so much going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. So if you're not putting up a lot of different numbers, shaking a lot of different hands, that drives you absolutely mad because you put so much time into it. And that brings me to the next point: what's going on behind the scenes. You know, these girls, a lot of times when they're out and about, especially at nighttime, they're already dealing with dudes. They already got attachments to dudes already. They're already doing their own things on the side that you don't know about. But they're just going out to get some attention. They're going out to, get ready for a breakup. It's almost psychotic for you to expect her to even be interested in you if it's just one girl. Now, hey, you may get lucky and find a girl who's interested in you on the first shot. But for the most part, most dudes are gonna come across girls who are just looking to play games and just not be interested. And so if you're not putting up at least, 5 to 10 shots a night, meeting 5 to 10 different women at the same time, you're gonna struggle in the game. I'd much rather you guys get denied right there and then at the scene than wait a whole extra day betting on one girl to respond. So you guys should not even get mad when you get rejected. Because me, when I get rejected, I'm thinking like this: she's got more to lose than I do. I'm established. I'm him. I've cultivated my skill set mentally and physically to really do what I gotta do. Another big thing that happens when a guy gets too caught up on one girl is that his emotions get attached to the situation. A guy will get really caught up if he gets a girl and he goes on a date or two and she doesn't like him after that. A guy will go crazy over a scenario like that. Fumbling a girl, getting curved by a girl after a couple of dates is literally bad if you don't have anything else going on. And that's why I always tell you guys, just continue to work on yourselves, work on your body, work on your mental, work on just building your life and enjoying it, man. Even the stories are great. The biggest solution I found for this problem is honestly not just volume, but behaviors over outcomes. When it comes to dating, I have absolutely no expectancy on what the situation is going to look like when I meet a girl. I would like to hope she'll text me back, but I don't give a fuck if she doesn't. I don't care anymore. I've come to that point in my life where it's like, I do not have that mental space anymore to let these girls control my emotions and situations. I cannot let a girl not text me back and let that ruin my day anymore. I can't afford to have that happen. So I've chosen to just automatically assume that whatever happens, happens. By doing this since I got to Houston, it's been better actually. I had a lot more success doing it that way than anything actually.
And when you don't care, that indifference makes you attractive.
So the second major problem that guys will run across when they first start dating is that tricking has inflated the value of women. Zion was paying these girls $100K a month just to pretty much sleep with them. If girls are seeing this consistently, knowing they can be flown out, be taken to a state 48 on the first date, all these different things are going on and these guys are paying to play. The difficulty in the game is going to increase, because if a guy is tricking on a 7 and the 7 sees you and she's not that interested in you, yeah, good luck. Me personally, I'm not spending no $300 to $400, regardless if I got it or not, just to get on a date with a girl. My value is in myself. I don't stand on my money. I don't stand on my clout. I don't stand on anything that I got going on, because ultimately I know that I was him before those things. So a lot of times when a guy gets curved by a girl, he doesn't understand that these guys are tricking on her. Some girls don't want to date guys unless they're spending mad bread on them. If you're a self-respecting man, you gonna have to play a little bit harder. You're gonna have to find girls who are a lot more interested in you than a guy who's tricking would. The path of righteousness is narrow. You can tell a girl's angle right when you meet her. And that's why I don't leave my wallet. When I walk up to a girl, I keep it very short and simple. I introduce myself, I chop it up, I rinse her a little bit, and I'm gone. I'm not sitting there talking about, oh, look at my Camaro, look at where I live at, look at this, look at this, look at that, I'm in sales, da da da. If she can't tell that a 6'1", peanut butter complexion, masculine ass dude, muscular, got a fit on, looking good, doesn't got his shit together, then gotta be with her, because I'm not gonna be the one to show her that. And so the third major problem that guys are going to run across when they first start dating is that when it comes to women, there's always more work you have to do. And I don't want to make it seem like you need to be doing the work for the women, but you just realize that in this game of dating, you have to really be complete. You have to have the stones. The stones are used to keep and catch a woman. The more stones you have, the more powerful they become, the more you're going to be able to keep and attract women. And let's just break them down real quick. There's a look stone. The better looking you are, the more women you're going to catch. There's the money stone. The more money you got, the more women you're going to catch and keep. Number 3, there's a status stone. That's probably the strongest catching stone there is at this point. And having status allows you to have a lot more social proof, which helps you keep a girl. There's the game stone, which is the most important stone. If you don't got game, the rest of the stones don't mean shit because it will be finesse out of them. So the game stone is probably the best for catching and keeping. And it's the one that can probably be evolved the most because the game runs deep. The game runs deeper than I even know still. And then lastly, I would say there's probably going to be two others actually. There's going to be the fighting stone, which allows you to obviously keep a woman around. If a girl knows you can protect her, you're instantly going to get way more out of her than a guy who can't. Lastly, it's a sex stone. And I don't got to break that down too much. If you're putting it down, you're going to be good. As a man, you have to have all the stones essentially, or at least get as many as possible for yourself, because if you don't, you're just one-dimensional. These girls are going to be able to move on from you so much easier than if you had all your shit together. And that's why you need to subscribe to my page, because throughout my journey on YouTube, I hope to really give you guys the guides on how to get every single one. So that way, even if you guys get just the baby shark versions of the stones, you'll be a lot more powerful than a dude who's just one-dimensional. So the biggest solution that it comes down to when it comes to the game is just really just maximizing your potential. Don't make the priority of self-improvement to get women, because you're going to burn out from that. Unless that's something you're really, really into, you're going to burn out from that. I just look at women as a byproduct of it. You know, it does motivate me on certain days when I'm thinking like, damn, she's so bad. I'm maybe 1 year away from getting that girl. And that's how I look at the game. But you have to be able to self-improve, because there's guys who are willing to improve when you aren't. And those are the kind of guys who are going to steal the girls that you want. So you have to understand that there's always work to be done. Don't let these girls stop you from getting on your grind once you start getting them. Whether you guys are winning or you're losing, you need to be working. I don't care if you guys are down bad, you need to work. I don't care if you guys are up, you need to work. Don't become like a Kiki Palmer situation where you get comfortable with your shorty and now you've been slacking on your mackin' and now she's looking at Usher like he's the next best thing. You have to continue to be the man that you got her with. So with that, I hope this video inspires at least some of you guys to really change your mindset about the game. You know, I don't want you guys losing time and just energy spent on just getting mad at the dating game. This game can be so annoying, but once you realize that the game's about you and it's not necessarily about women, and you really just start putting that time and investment into yourself, and you put the volume up and you just live like with a devil may care attitude, you'll find a lot more peace in the game than you would if you haven't. With that said, my name is KJ Black Ace. Make sure you guys follow me on social media. Holla back. Peace.